Remember what I said last week? So maybe in the near future I'll do a hair tutorial, but right now I don't really expect one. That's funny because you guys totally convinced me. So here it is, a hair tutorial. Finally, I know. So I decided that the first one would be how I curl my hair, since I get told or asked a lot of questions about how I curl it. I've had it like this in my everyday makeup tutorial, in my eyebrow video, and I think even in my recreation of Peachy Lou Smoke Signal, this is how I had it. So here you go. It's really easy, so don't get mad at me. I told you it's easy, but I went ahead and showed you guys how I did it anyways. So just to answer some quick questions, what am I wearing on my lips? I get asked that all the time. So I'm wearing Strength by MAC, and it looks like that. I know it looks toned down a little bit because I have concealer on first. On top of that, I put on Gold Rebel. This came out with Style Warriors. Foundation, I'm wearing Revlon's Color Stay. And on my cheeks, I have on like some liquid bronzer. It just looks like that. It's a little sample size of the Luster Drops that also came out with Style Warriors. And on my fingers, I am wearing Sinful Color in Cha Cha Red, even though it's not red, it's like hot pink. And if you're wondering what eyelashes I have on, these are actually Wispies, and they're by Ardell, and you can get them at any drugstore as far as I'm concerned. And they're my favorite because they're super long and they make a statement, and I love them. So there it is. So why don't we just get started? So this is how my hair is naturally without any product in it at all. Earlier this morning when I got out of the shower, I was really in a rush to get out. So while it was wet, I just kind of combed it back and did like a tight bun. And when I came home and took it out, it was still damp. It still kind of is. And this is how it looks like, completely naturally. So because it's still damp, I'm going to go ahead and blow dry it first. Okay, so before I start actually curling my hair, I'm going to put a heat protector on my hair that I probably should have done before I blow dried it, but I forgot. The only reason why I'm even putting one on right now is that no one will yell at me and like write a mean comment like, you should, you know, protect your hair. Like, yeah, I know I should. I just forget. So I'm going to use the Matrix Sleek Look, and they only sell these at beauty salons. That's what I was told. And it's like it comes in a set, and this is the third step. So I'm just going to go ahead and spray this all over my hair, not too much because I don't want it to be wet again. Just like, you know, lightly. It doesn't need to like drench your hair or anything. It smells good. It smells like salon. Okay, so I'm just going to do that. Now that I have that in my hair, I'm just going to, you know, use my fingers. If you notice when I blow dried my hair, I didn't even use a brush. That's because if I used a brush, then my waves were just going to get really frizzy. And it doesn't matter if they're separated into little chunks, kind of like this one and this one, because I mean they're just going to get curled anyway, so it's fine. And I have the ugliest curling iron in the world, and it looks like this, and it's all like dirty, and yeah, it takes forever to heat up. I don't have any like cool beauty stuff, I guess. I had this forever, but it seems to work on my hair, so it's fine. So let's just start at the bottom. If you notice, I'm not using anything special to separate my hair. I never do. But I just wanted to show you guys how I truly curl it. So depending on how big I want my curls, that depends on how much of a chunk I'm going to grab. This is usually okay. Sometimes I like to make it bigger. It also depends on how thick or thin your hair is. If your hair is really thick, then you might want to not use such a big chunk, especially if you're working with a small curling iron like this one. I'm not sure what the inches are. Unless you have like a really big one, then yeah. So this is what I do. I'll grab a piece of hair like this. I'll clamp it in the middle. Then I'll twist it and kind of pull as I twist. And then go and curl the rest. And I keep curling it, because sometimes it wants to slip out. Just don't let it. I guarantee you, if you just keep going like this over and over again, eventually it's going to get really tight, like right now. Like I can't twist it anymore. So I just leave it on like this. And if you have, I don't know, like really curly hair, then you might want to straighten your hair beforehand. And if you straighten it, when you go ahead and curl it, you're not going to have to leave it on for so long. But if you have wavy to straight hair, I don't recommend you straightening your hair at all. What a lot of people don't know is that your hair actually curls a lot better. First of all, when it's dry. Don't put a lot of oil on your hair because the oil is just going to weigh it down and your curls are just going to be gone by like the first hour. So curl your hair when it's dry and make sure that it's not straight. Like, don't straighten it before you do it unless you want like a really like soft look, and then maybe. But what I've noticed is when you curl your hair while it's dry, it just completely stays. At least for me it does. And then I just let go and it looks like that. I just kind of brush it out. So that's the first one. And I'm just going to keep doing that with the other one. Grab a big chunk. I'm not using a hair clip or anything to divide it, just because it's easy for me to just straighten it like that. I don't find it difficult, but if you feel like you need to because you'll totally get lost, then go for it. But I don't know. Either way, it's not like I'm trying to get like, when I curl my hair, I don't try to get a bunch of little Shirley Temple curls, and I don't want them to stay in that same spot anyways, because I usually brush it out with my fingers later and then just add volume and add hairspray so that it's big, because I like big curls, and sometimes it doesn't work for me, but that's what I want to go for. So a lot of people hairspray their hair while it's in the curling iron. I heard that's bad, and that's why my curling iron is the way it is, because when I would do my friend's hair, I would just hairspray it, and I haven't cleaned it. I know it's gross. But I don't recommend you do that if you want to have like big hair. If you want to do the whole Kim Kardashian thing, don't hairspray it, because then those hairs are going to stay in that position, in that spot. It's going to be really hard to get movement out of it. What I suggest is maybe after you've done 4 or 5 curls, brush them out with your fingers and then hairspray it from far away, just so that it has a little bit of hold. And then after you've curled all your hair, just kind of like shake it out and hairspray it all together. So you get the gist of it. What I'm going to do now is just do the rest of my hair. Now I'm going to straighten my bangs. They're super short. Remember I cut them? Actually, you know, it's funny. I think they're already growing, and I cut them like, what, last week? Okay. Just using a regular straightening iron. I think it's called Cricut. Yeah, it's called Cricut. I don't know what brand that is. I got it like in a set. Like my curling iron, my straightening iron, and my blow dryer, they all came together. I got them like 4 years ago. Can you believe it? I need an upgrade. But yeah, it's called Cricut. Okay. After I straighten my bangs, I always grab a little piece that's in front and I straighten that one extra well because it's usually shorter. Now it just looks like that. Okay. Now just comes the fun part, which is just styling it. So, my hair is pretty easy to deal with, and like I said, I didn't use a ton of oil. I didn't even use oil, I just used a hair protector. So now I'm just going to take my hairspray, and I use Rave. I really like this one. I've been using it like ever since I was in high school. And I'm just going to run my fingers through my hair just to make it big and loosen it up and hairspray it from far away. You don't want to hairspray it too close. Then I'm going to flip it over and hairspray the back. Kind of shake it out and then just do that. Hairspray it once more and I am good. So there you go, you guys. This is how I curl my hair, and now you guys know. So hopefully you found that somewhat helpful. And yeah, so that's really it. Really easy. I told you. I just straighten it. I don't even put too much effort into like what parts I'm going to straighten first, but I do start at the bottom. I just think it's easier that way. Because if you start at the top, then your curls might weigh in, but I don't know, it depends on the person, I guess, because some people curl the top and then that stays up. What you could also do is you could curl your hair, and if you're going to do it at night, you could curl it and then get the curl that you curl, then bobby pin it down, put hairspray, wake up the next day and just take out the bobby pins, but your hair will be super curled up, I'm warning you. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.